Hello everyone, I did it. I played another Diaochan JG and today I'm gonna share with you my thoughts. When I saw the picks here, I honestly thought that we're gonna lose. Going from the left to right, Raz passive makes him really hard to freeze. Nakrov is super mobile, his ultimate is immune to control, and Elandor also very mobile. Florentino can one-shot me and has his ultimate to remain immune to my defensive outplays, and Fennec also has that immune tumble to get away from my freezes. The only solace I had was that we had lots of control and the enemy seemed to lack a support. I'm gonna focus this game talking about the reasons that we might have won, the various outplays during the match, and just the overall thought that I have on what the biggest problem a Diaochan jungler had. So in the early game, hats off to my support Gildir for spotting the Nakrov here trying to invade. I know he had punish with him, the Nakrov, so I really had to time my punish well. Here, as long as my teammate is able to keep an eye on that Nakrov, I can get a better sense of when the Nakrov is going to make his entrance and time my punish. About this Nakrov, his name is 9th of August. I wonder if that's a reference to Yoruna Vam from Tower of God. It would be a fitting name because Bam was an irregular and this support, Nakrov, is kind of an irregular. Next team fight for the enemy, I think they took it way too early. Diaochan in a team fight at level 2 is pretty strong. You just wait for the enemy's movement skill to be on CD and you can do your 2-1-2 A1A kind of combos and kaboom, you're good. And besides, we had 4 people collapsing, so Florentino was a sure kill. Once again, my Gildir was awesome. He helped me out big time by reminding me to counter-invade the enemy red as soon as the enemy ADCs showed themselves. This is particularly important for Diaochan jungling because already I'm feeling like I can only do the buffs to buffs instead of my full jungle clear at the early stages, and without that second buff I would be so behind. Unfortunately, Diaochan is just that slow at jungle clearing in the first couple of levels, so even without the enemies invading, I probably would have been going buff to buff. In terms of the build, I like to take my first mage build anyway because I'm just so familiar with it, but I'm gonna pre-order just the second tier jungling item first and then go back towards building my boots. The enemy was super aggressive. I'm not sure why they chose to fight so much during this early game. I couldn't even reach my red side. By the time this fight had concluded, my blue was up. So I guess I would just be taking my blue and then continuing on my jungle clear. Fantastic. Finally finished my blue side, ready to go to my red side. And then I see this Fennec. Oh well, he just rolls in and that's a free freeze. Not gonna tell you how to play Fennec because I have never played him, but I'll probably save that roll to avoid my ice instead. Here Nakrov comes to steal. It's really clear when he's about to land on my red buff, but really sad for me I don't have another freeze. I decided to stop chasing Nakrov after seeing that Elandor had blew most of his movement skills. So I placed the ice to lead him and nice one. Florentino here with a nice slippery ultimate, I can't freeze him. And then Raz, oh here he comes, flying in. Probably would have been in trouble too if it wasn't for my passive. I really wanted to do my 3 monsters jungle clear. At level 5 I should have enough damage. However, the blue buff isn't up yet, so I'll be able to just clear it faster, taking out the camps one by one. Don't worry, I'm gonna be able to do it twice in this game, so. The upcoming play I thought was really nice. So, Gildir gets engaged by Raz, and I see this Florentino coming in to flank. Instead of chasing Raz, I put a freeze right in front of where Florentino is gonna be, and finish him off with a frostbite plus ultimate kind of combo. I was afraid that he's gonna just, start to do crazy Florentino stuff. So that frostbite really came in handy. If I didn't have frostbite, I guess Flicker would have done the same. Yes, I think flickering across the wall would have been a great choice. So let's be completely honest. Up to this point, I think the main reason we won was because the enemy seemed to have underestimated what we can do. We basically had 4 people at every fight up till now, and we also split pushed. I do believe that from the enemy, if they had done a 4-man invade, they would have done well to shut down our pace. But my team always had the priority to roam. I think partially thanks to this very well played support. And they got picked out all the time. Like, Nacroft dies, they weren't clear about who's in the vicinity, and turned this fight into an unfavorable 4-on-3 for them. And one support trade for three enemy people? Ah, that seems great to me. So I decided to go steal the blue buff, because they're all dead, right? And I was thinking how I'm actually not getting a lot of ambushes. I usually get to do a lot of ambushes playing Diaochan, but I feel like I was so occupied trying to clear the jungle that I just couldn't get into a position to ambush. Anyways, this ambush attempt is classic. We're trying to push the tier 2 tower, people rotating to help. But unfortunately I didn't get my second freeze off in time because of the cooldown. I should have ulted earlier, I think. Okay. Now I get to show you the fast triple camp clear on the blue side. That was my inspiration for picking up Diaochan in the jungle in the first place. Here goes. The key is to pull this frog, leash it to a place where you can now ult all three of these monsters at the same time. I actually messed up not freezing the frog, but I won't make that mistake next time. If you mess up not killing one of these camps, just walk away. And it's a good thing you did, because here Slayer Pit is brawling, we get a nice lucky freeze on a tumbling Fennec, and nice. Ooh, this Raz really scared me at that time, but luckily for me he pushed me into the bushes, so he must have not aimed that power surge. If he had, I would have been dead. I haven't really come up with a way to do the triple clear on the red side though. Maybe you could go from the top. You know, leash out one of the small camps and hit all three of them at the same time. Yeah, Nacroft was now pushing, split pushing bottom. It was really nice for Nacroft. It's a little bit difficult to do this tower defense. I can't really get there on time and throw myself out there because I didn't have enough HP. I knew as I walked back up here that the Nacroft will probably be ambushing me in here. Just as that thing exploded. I mean, seriously, can we watch that back? Okay, don't blink now. Wow, he just appeared. Is that teleportation? I didn't know Nacroft can do that. Alright, back to Diaochan. The biggest problem with her jungling is how slow she is at accumulating gold. Here, I'm only 3rd place in my team, even with a 418 participation, and Nacroft even has more gold than me. I feel that dropping all the small camps really hurt my income, and also not being able to stay and clear waves also hurt. It seems like during this game, when I watched it back, the aggression from the enemy meant that all of our fights were in the river, and so I didn't have a reason to go gank on the lane and leech off the gold there. This Slayer fight was, should I say troll? It was weird why they decided to take the Slayer now. And, I just wanted to kill the dragon, but ended up killing the Fennec instead, who luckily rolled into my freeze. That was fun. If you look now on the minimap, you can see Florentino hiding into that bush. After we end this strike, I know we wanted to move up, Florentino is going to ambush us, so all I wanted to do was to make sure that Florentino was onto someone else rather than me. Luckily I get the freeze and nice one. Our next move was probably to take down this tier 2 tower, so I came here to hide. Unfortunately we didn't have a tank, so this is bound to fail over here. I didn't think so, I thought maybe I could get a lucky freeze. Landor jumps in, ult to get that slippery Landor. And, ooh, I thought that Florentino was just going to destroy me. And here, wrong step. Luckily, ability 1 pops off. And then we get a nice little freeze onto the Florentino. Fennec's Cyclone was just not far enough to reach me. That was such a scare. Double kill, nice chaos, right? We definitely took the fight too early. Gilder is our main tank right now, and without him in there to push, shouldn't have lingered. Definitely was lucky here. Okay, so while we build up to our finale, when is Diaochan Jungle ever good? Well, first of all, it's good in the sense that I think it's fun. And when you can get a good support to help you with the first 4 or 5 levels, that means they are looking out for the enemy jungler, you know where they are, you know whether there are people coming in to invade, and you know that you have, a meat shield for you there. Then it's actually really awesome. You sometimes get to have a lot of nice cheap freezes and just get a lot of KSs also. It's really just like the first 4 or 5 levels that you have to get past. And afterwards, your jungle clear is decently fast. And as long as you take the fight to the lanes, get the gold there, I think you can quickly snowball out of control. Literally, you can kill everything super fast with your 2-1-2, A alt kind of combos. And let's not mention about ambushing people. It is just so much fun. And even if you meet one of these games where the enemy is aggressively in your jungle, just make sure you have a meat shield and fight back. Cool. Finally, we get an opportunity to show you the real fast clear. Just enjoy. Yeah, some people might think that it's a real waste to use the ultimate here. But my ultimate is on a 17 seconds cooldown, and I think it's already super fast for my playstyle. I don't always rely on ultimate to kill anybody anyway, so see here, I can kill the Fennec with just my 2-1-2 A combo, so why not use my ultimate?
Nice try.
Actually, fun fact, at least, from my experience playing Diaochan, if you go into the training room, you'll find that Diaochan is one of the only mages that can basically kill a tank in one combo. Yeah, it's that cool. They don't even get a chance if you freeze it properly. You don't even get a chance to counter you. Especially now with the, the OP immunity shield passive. It's pretty awesome. And was it last game I was talking about how you can basically, control every aspect of it, basically? Especially with Flicker. Your ultimate is the only thing that you can't really control, but with Flicker, you can do some really cool stuff with it as well. At least you can, area damage a place where invisible heroes are and zone them out that way. And you can, fight 2 fights at the same time. It's just so cool. Yeah, okay. I'm in love with Diaochan, I suppose. I'm in love with playing Diaochan. Okay. Okay, that's it for the video today. We're gonna win this one. Not with the stellar 20-something KDA, but this was a vet with some Masters game, and so I hope it gives it a little bit more credibility on how Diaochan Jungle might really work in a real game. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share AoV with more friends so we can all see each other on the battlefield. See you next week!